Lion's Den Audio Theatre is pleased to present two 5-minute mysteries. These productions are recreations of scripts from the classic syndicated radio program 5-Minute Mysteries. This production was recorded during a time of social distancing and social isolation, and was compiled for your enjoyment by Lion's Den Theatre. Tonight's edition features The Bookcase and Death on a Train. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment to this video. And now, 5-Minute Mysteries, as presented by Lion's Den Theatre.
It's a 5-minute mystery. Can you solve the mystery? The Bookcase.
11:30, Mr. Ronald. Hadn't I make you a cup of chocolate?
No, thanks, Mrs. Bland. Father's working rather late, isn't he?
Yes, and in that stuffy old library, too. I expect I should pour a little extra for that butler of yours, Mr. Rowling.
No, Mrs. Bland. When you say that, it makes someone think.
What was that?
It sounded like a truck backfiring out in the road.
No, Mr. Ronald. It was in the house.
A gunshot! Mrs. Bland, come on!
Mr. Ronald, look! On the floor!
Why, it's Rowling.
He's been struck on the head, Mr. Ronald, look!
Oh, Mrs. Bland.
Your father! Fallen forward! On his desk! Oh, Mr. Ronald, is he?
Mrs. Bland, call the police. This murder. Tell the police whatever you can, Rowling. We've got to find who killed my father.
Yes, sir. I was locking the front door when I first heard the voices from the library. I was surprised because I didn't know Mr. Sweeten had a visitor, but just as I approached the library door, when, sir, I heard the shot, for a moment I was confused. Then I opened the door and Mr. Sweeten was lying forward over his desk with a bullet wound in his temple. I saw a piece of paper caught in his hand, and then a tingling sensation of fear flashed up my spine. I knew I wasn't alone, sir. I didn't see anyone, but I realized the murderer was there, and he was waiting to get a hold of that piece of paper.
Did you take it, Rowling?
I did, sir. That is, I slipped it into a book that was on the desk.
Well, there is no book here on the desk.
Well, he must have taken it after all. I even remembered the title of the book. It was The Widow's Walk, and I put the paper between pages 77 and 78. Just as I did, the murderer darted out the door behind me. I ran after him, and the next thing I knew, something struck me on the head.
No, Rowling, you're wrong. Hold out your hands. I arrest you for the murder of your employer, Mr. Sweeten.
Have you solved the mystery?
How did you know Rowling killed my father, Inspector?
He didn't say anything as far as I could see.
Yes, he did, Mrs. Bland. Striking himself on the head was almost enough to make the whole thing plausible, but he said one thing that told me he was lying. You see, it's impossible to insert anything between pages 77 and 78 of a book, because odd-numbered pages are always on the right and even ones on the left. 77 and 78 are actually the same sheet. It just can't be done.
Death on a Train.
On the 6:55 from Chicago West today, there will be a private car. In that car will be James Mayhew. He's carrying with him almost $1 million in jewels that he wishes to take to the West Coast. He trusts no one with them. I want you to watch the entrance to that private car. One of our train men, Mr. Barnes, will join you at the train. He'll have a letter from me.
I'll do my best to prevent an accident.
I've been a railroad man all my life, Inspector. I used to be a conductor on a train just like this.
I know, I saw it in the letter you showed me back in Chicago. Are you sure Mayhew is alone in there?
Yes, except for the steward. You know, I think I'll just step back there and make sure everything is all right before it's time for him to go to bed.
Okay, I'll just wait for you here.
Inspector!
Yeah? What's going on here?
I'm the steward. An awful thing has happened.
Yeah, what is it?
They sent me to the galley to get something. When I came back, Mr. Barnes was gone.
What about Mayhew?
Shot right through the head. Right there. There on the floor.
He's dead, all right. Where's Barnes?
I don't know. He was gone when I came back.
What's that?
I don't know.
It's coming from that locker. Quick, open it up.
Ugh.
Barnes!
Grab that steward. He hit me over the head and threw me in that locker, and then I heard a shot.
No, I...
Mayhew?
Yes, he's dead. Shot in the head.
The jewels?
I haven't had time to look.
Search the steward. He planned to throw me off the train at the next stop.
No, I don't.
Did you notice what time it was when you came to, Barnes?
Yes, I did. I could see it through one of the air holes. It was 9 minutes to 11.
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't.
I'm sure you didn't. In fact, just to prove it, Barnes, I'm putting you under arrest. At least until we can reach Chicago by telephone.
Have you solved the mystery?
Me?
Yes, Barnes. You made one mistake, and I'm willing to take a chance it'll hang you. When I asked you what time it was, you said it was 9 minutes to 11. Any railroad man with the experience the real Barnes would have had would say 10:51. You've been impersonating Barnes. Went in, shot Mayhew, and hid yourself in the locker. And just to prove it... Here they are. The jewels right in your pocket. Nice work, Barnes, but not nice enough.
Tonight's production featured Heather Beresford, John Maio, Christine Daniels, Dan Bray, Allie House, Ian Morrison, Kevin Morrison, and Dan Roy. This edition of 5 Minute Mysteries was directed for Lion's Den Audio Theatre by Daniel Morrison. Subscribe to Lion's Den Audio Theatre to keep up with all Lion's Den goodness. I'm your announcer, Ron Newcombe, and from everyone here at Lion's Den, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay safe.